Hey everyone! Today's card is a little bit different because I'm starting by taking you outside my front door. Don't mind the dirt on the door. Anyways, outside my front door, this is my view, but I have a hanging basket right here with a bunch of pansies. They smell so nice, so sweet, and I love all the colors in them. I am going to choose a few of these flowers to pick, and it was a little difficult to try to film picking them because I'm holding my phone in one hand. I'm trying to pick them and then I'm figuring out where am I supposed to store them. So I'm picking them and I'm trying to hold all these flowers in the hand that is also holding my camera. So sorry for the shaky camera. But I was inspired by watching some videos by Hammerflower on Instagram, and I have never tried this technique before, so this is brand new to me. But I just love the effect it gives, and I really had no idea if I had to use any special paper. I only honestly saw 2 videos, but I thought I would try it because I love flowers and I have an abundance of them here, and I thought, why not try to use some of them on a card? So I have picked 5 flowers in total. That might only be the 4th one. Yes, I'm about to go for the 5th one here. And I was trying to get all of them to have the darker purple with some yellow. And once I've got all of the flowers here, I am going to take you back into my craft room. So I've got my 5 flowers there, heading over to my little desk. And I will switch the camera now. I have gone ahead and made my coffee, so I'm ready for crafting. And I've got my card base. And let's experiment and see how this goes. So I have sped this up a bit as I had to pick a few of the little bits of stems off of there to make them a little more flat for hammering, and trying to figure out where I want to place them because I hadn't really thought that part through. But now that I know this works, I will probably do this again sometime and have a little bit more thought go into it. But I've just got a piece of packaging from a stamp set that I'm placing over top of the flower. And then I have this little baby hammer and I am just hammering the flower. And I didn't know how hard I should do it. I mean, I'm not doing it really hard because I'm hammering on my glass mat. I hadn't thought that through, but I wasn't sure how much was needed to get the full impression. Really had no idea how it was going to work out. And here we go. I was trying to really carefully just lift up the edge of it so that I could see if any of the color had actually transferred before pulling it off. But I discovered it actually worked pretty good. I mean, not perfect because it was my first time doing it, so you can see some gaps in some of the petals there, but I don't mind that at all. So I'm going in with flower number 2 here, and I will position that in, and then I will speed this part up so that, you've seen me do it once, so might as well speed it up. And there's the second one. That also worked really well. So I'm going in with the 3rd flower. I was actually kind of surprised how well this worked. So after the 3rd flower, I wasn't quite sure where I wanted the other ones to go, and I figured I should probably figure out my sentiment. So I had a couple of stamp sets. I'm bringing out the Simon Says Stamp Vintage Garden, and I really liked, I wasn't planning on doing a sympathy card. I was actually planning on making it a birthday card, but I really liked the way that sentiment that says with sympathy kind of tucks into the little curve in those flowers. So that is why I chose that specific stamp. I will probably do this technique in the future and make a birthday card and maybe put a little bit more bling on it. I left this one pretty basic, just with the flowers and the sentiment. So I'm just pulling the sentiment out there, lining it up in my MISTI. These stamps stamp really well, so I wasn't sure if I was going to need to apply more ink and stamp again, but I always like to put it in my MISTI just in case. But anyways, I'm just making sure that it is straight. And then once it is straight, I will make sure I pick the stamp up with the door of the MISTI there. And then I will come in with my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. And ink up that sentiment. And it does stamp down really well the first time. Just making sure that my card is in the right spot. Giving some pressure there. And look at how beautiful that is. Give that a quick little clean and put it away. And then I wasn't quite sure where I wanted the other ones, but I figured putting them up in the top right side of the sentiment would work well and balance it all out. So once I get that positioned, I will speed this up again to hammer out these last two flowers. If you've never tried this, it's quite exhilarating to do it and see that it actually works well. So if you're interested, give it a try. It's really not that hard and the effect is really quite pretty. I may be trying this with some of my other flowers in the future. We'll see. There's the last one. Look at how pretty that looks. I was actually amazed at how vibrant the colors are. So I'll just clean a couple things up here, have another sip of coffee, and then I will add my custom stamp to the back. I always put my custom stamps on the back of my cards, but I don't always show that in the videos, but every now and then I'll stick it in there. Making sure I don't get any ink on my fingers because that's awful to ruin a card when you have spent so much time working on it. But there is the custom stamp. And I was quite pleased with how this card turned out. I'm curious to know if this is something you have tried or if it's something that you're going to try, because I would love to see your creations as well. I mean, there's so many diverse flowers that you could make so many amazing cards. You can see a little bit of the hammer indents on the inside, but that's fine. It's a handmade card, right? Anyways, that was actually a lot of fun. There is the finished card, and thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful day.